Greetings, everyone. I am Josh and Kudishal, and I am here to discuss the case. The case is Register number 98355, March 2, 1994, and it is a case of Honorable Thomas R. Osmeña as the petitioner versus Commission on Audit and Honorable Eufemio C. Domingo as the respondents. So let us start with the facts. So sometime in 1985, the city of Cebu decided to construct a modern abattoir where the city treasurer, Ricardo Pestano, issued a certificate of availability of funds specifically for the construction of Cebu City Abattoir. After public bidding, H. Franco Construction Company Incorporated, or HFCCI, was awarded the construction of the abattoir, and the city of Cebu, through its mayor, Ronald R. Duterte, entered into a contract with HFCCI. On March 13, 1986, Senator John H. Osmeña, then officer in charge of the city of Cebu, ordered the suspension of the project and review of the contract by the COA. Unable to collect the said amount after so many demands, HFCCI instituted a civil action dated May 21, 1987 against the city of Cebu for recovery of investment and damages. Entered into a compromise agreement on December 15, 1988, approved by the court, to the effect that as a full and final settlement to the claim of HFCCI, the city of Cebu shall pay the amount of 1,500,000 pesos. On the strength of the court's order dated March 3, 1989, the Provincial Deputy Sheriff, RTC, Branch 5, Cebu City, was ordered on March 8, 1989, to serve a writ of execution against the city of Cebu through its mayor Thomas R. Osmeña. Thus, the amount of 1,500,000 pesos and 15,052 pesos as lawful fees were garnished from the city's fund deposited in the Philippine National Bank. And let us proceed to the respondents or dependents claim. In its answer dated June 5, 1987, the city of Cebu, while admitting having entered into contract with HFCCI, alleged that the contract it entered into was null and void as declared by the Commission of Audit in its second endorsement dated September 4, 1986. Therefore, whatever amount is due to HFCCI is to the sole liability of the officer or officers who entered into the said contract. So now let us proceed to the final part of the facts, which is the decision of the lower courts. According to the trial court's judgment, as ruled by COA, in its third endorsement dated May 2, 1989, it may not be disputed that the contract for the construction of the Cebu City Abattoir was declared void in the second endorsement dated September 4, 1986 of this commission. And since no appeal appears to have been taken thereon, said decision became final. And the issue is whether COA has no authority to declare a contract already executed void. And now let us proceed to the held part. So we'll start with the disposition of the case. Premises considered, the compromise agreement entered into between the city of Cebu through its mayor Thomas Osmeña is void, being merely a derivative of a previously void abattoir contract. Thus becomes a personal liability of the officer who entered into it pursuant to Section 87 and 103 of Presidential Decree 1445, and the petition is hereby dismissed for lack of merit. So for the deep tune, the Commission on Audit has the power, authority, and duty to examine, audit, and settle all accounts pertaining to revenue and receipts of and expenditures or uses of funds and properties owned or held in trust by or pertaining to the government or any of its subdivisions, agencies, or instrumentalities. Moreover, the Auditing Code of the Philippines or the Presidential Decree 1445 further provides that no contract involving the expenditure of public funds shall be entered into unless there is an appropriation therefor. According to the same presidential decree, the proper accounting official of the agency concerned shall have certified to the officer entering into the obligation that funds have been duly appropriated for the purpose and the amount necessary to cover the proposed contract for the current year is available for expenditure on account thereof. Any contract entered into contrary to the foregoing requirements shall be void.